offense.
Welcome into the second game of the Barry Pruitt Classic here on Tubetown. Andy Manus and Wes Cisco here with you to broadcast this second game between the Westside Warriors and the Batesville Southside Southerners. And excited to be here on this Friday afternoon and heading into the evening. Still got on the docket 5 more games over the weekend.
5 more games. This is going to be a great classic. They had some great games last night. The Southerners took a good Harbor team all the way they could, and Westside did the same thing to the charging Wildcats in North Little Rock. Come down from 16 down to make it a ball game.
We'll go through the starting lineups for the Southside Southerners. Number 12, Matthew Holyfield. Number 20, Grayton Patterson. Number 21, Will Sitkowski. Number 32, Alex Brogdon, and number 33, Tom Mihalic. For the Westside Warriors, and Coach Mark Whitmire. Number 10, Avery Phelps. Number 11, Riley Felkins. Number 15, Dylan Schwartz. Number 25, Gage Sheffield. And number 35, Cullen Felkins.
The Westside Warriors come in 1-1. The Southerners are 2-1 on this early season, both football schools.
Again, head coach for Westside, Mark Whitmire. Head coach for the Southerners, Brad McGee. Southerners dressed in their all gray uniforms. Westside dressed in their white and red. And the Southerners will start the ball game with possession. Start with it on the left elbow and now on the baseline for Brogdon. Top of the key, right elbow shot, good. And Batesville opens up the game quickly in the first 20 seconds.
And that was Granton Patterson with the 3. Excuse me. This is going to be a good 4A matchup, Andy. I tell you what, this could, Bud and I were talking during the first game, this could be a precursor of some good matchup in March. And there's a 3-point shot by Riley Felkins for the Warriors to tie it up at 3.
Trading triples here in the first minute of the ball game. And of course, we love watching Westside and Coach Mark Whitmire's squad anytime they're out there on the floor, because you know they're going to bring the intensity, and you know that they've always got somebody on the team that can shoot the long ball. Push in the back there. It looks like it'll go against the Warriors, so we'll keep it right here with the Southerners underneath their basket.
And that's going to go on Dylan Schwartz of the Warriors. Tonight's officials are Kevin Simmons, Mike Williard, excuse me, and Eddie Bryant.
Will Satowski knocking down a triple for the Southerners. So back-to-back threes for Batesville Southside to open up tonight's ball game.
And there's another 3-point attempt by the Warriors.
Just short, long rebound. It'll go out right here on the near sideline, and Batesville Southside will get the ball back with 6:31 left to play in the first. As always here in the first quarter, still trying to feel each other out, especially in the first minute and a half. There's a baseline drive from Patterson. Now he's going to back it up and trying to set up an offense here. Working around for another three-point attempt. That one is off the mark from Satowski. 2-on-3 into the front court. Blocking foul called. Shot's no good, but headed to the free throw line will be Avery Felts. To watch him play over the last couple of years, Wes, and we've certainly enjoyed really all of these Westside Warriors, kind of a very familiar squad to us because I feel like we've watched them ever since they were sophomores.
Yeah, we have, and especially and I believe Felts was also a freshman. He moved up his freshman year, as you see right there, him getting the blocking foul, and he makes both free throws to make it a 5-6 Southerners lead.
So Southside into the front court now with a baseline shot opportunity. Had all the time to square that one up, but it's off the mark. Westside looks like they want to push it now. Shot from the left elbow behind the three-point line, no good. Well, thought about another three over there, but now they'll kick it to the top of the key. High post dish out. There's a head fake. Nice move. Got his man in the air. Couldn't hit the shot, but they'll get the long rebound back. Turnover down low, though, and now going back the other way with the Warriors. Tried to throw that one off the glass, did Riley Felkins, and now it's going back the other way.
He was trying to draw a foul, and it was not a good shot selection by Felkins. There's another three-ball attempt, no good by the Southerners.
Now going the other way with Westside, 3-on-3. Nice little sidestep there by Felkins. Three-pointer rims in and out, offensive rebound. Now here's Felts at the top of the key. He'll work it now in the corner, three-point shot. There it is, and that's Cullen Felkins. Seen him knock down a three-pointer a time or two here on Tubetown. As once again, Westside, we've seen this team play quite a bit. 30-second timeout. We'll just keep it right here with 4:38 remaining. Westside with a 2-point lead over Southside Batesville.
You see that nice kick out there by Felts to get it to Felkins to drain the three, and Coach Whitmire is talking to an official. It's the only reason he called that 30-second timeout. He has not talked to his kids whatsoever during that 30 seconds, and I don't see what he missed on there, what the official missed. I don't understand what Coach Whitmire is actually talking to him about.
Either way, Batesville comes out of that timeout with the basketball. Satowski will bring it up the floor, works it around for Holyfield. Baseline drive and shot, and got a block or a charge
That's
there,
going to be a block. As you look right here, you watch the replay, Felkins has not really set up yet, and he's got his knees bent and going backwards.
Count the basket, to the line for Southside, one shot, Matthew Holyfield.
And Holyfield's getting the and one here.
In and out. Westside with the rebound. Deep three-point shot from Felkins. Off the mark. Offensive rebound.
And there's going to be a pushing foul there on Milacek as he was trying to body up to Schwartz. And got a little bit too much body contact.
His first personal team foul, number 2.
First personal for him. Second team foul on Southside. Tie ball game here with 4 minutes left to play in the first. Felts with it, working against Statowski.
And looks like there's a three-point shot.
Oh, off the screen.
Off the screen by Avery Felts. I was just about to say the Southerners are in a wide 1-2-2 zone.
There's a drive from Holyfield. Had to pick up his dribble, work it around. Wide open three-point shot for Patterson.
3-point basket, Grant Patterson.
We're just going tick for tack here, Andy. It's 11-all. One scores, the other one answers.
3:20 left to play here in the first. Pass is tipped. Westside will hang on to it. Felkins on the baseline. Now they'll work it back out top for Felts. Westside doing a good job moving it around. There's a three-point shot. Phelps with a little heat check just from the left elbow. Now still tied up nearing the 3-minute mark.
No Warriors at all in rebounding position. Everybody was outside the lane. There's a turnover by the Southerners.
Left Cullen Felkins open over there on the three-point line. Now there's a three-pointer from Gage Sheffield, and Sheffield will knock it down from the corner pocket. And Westside takes the lead once again.
That's a good job of getting a screen to get Felkins open by the Warriors that time. The Southerners are going to have to come out and guard the three ball a little bit more. And there's going to be an offensive foul, or excuse me, a team foul, team control foul on Milacek, and that's going to be his second. And he's going to take a seat. And number 10, Marshall Wyatt's going to replace him.
Westside into the front court. Phelps wants to drive. Off balance, shots no good. Warriors got the tip, but it's going the other way with the Southerners. Here's Satowski. Brogdon with it on the left elbow. Left Satowski wide open on the baseline and then quickly trapped it. Satowski trying to spin around the defender on the baseline. Now gets it out to the top of the key. 1:40 left to play in the first quarter. The Southerners going to show a lot of patience here on this possession, Wes.
Yeah, that's a good job by the Southerners not to rush anything. Get something open right there off the screen. That was a good open shot by Patterson. Just wouldn't fall.
Waited around for it and finally got the look they wanted and can't drop it in. And now a foul called on the drive there, it looked like.
That's going to be on Matthew Holyfield.
That's the first one on Holyfield. Fourth team foul on the Southerners here in the first half. Inbound out high goes to Phelps.
In our first game, Jacksonville Lighthouse had one team foul in the whole first half.
That's quite impressive. Very disciplined basketball. Feed down low to Felkins rather, from Phelps. And with the body control, he'll go to the free throw line for an and one. That was impressive, Wes.
Yeah, that was a nice job out there. And he caught Marshall Wyatt getting with the body, and he got the chance for the and one right here, and it's good. A 6-point Warrior lead.
Go, guys, D up.
17-11 now, under a minute left to play in the first quarter here between Batesville Southside and Westside.
There's a trap there. Looks like Westside's trying to trap off of this zone.
And they've done that in the last couple of possessions. It forces a turnover here on this end of the floor. 43 seconds remaining in the first.
And we got a timeout by the Southerners.
And it'll just be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Again, 43 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Westside leading 17-11, and it's been an entertaining game thus far. We've had several three-pointers drop in here in the first 8 minutes of this ball game, and had quite a bit of back-and-forth action. I think 3 lead changes by my count. They've all been in favor of Westside. I don't know if Southside has taken the lead yet in the ball game.
No, they took the first lead of the game, and then Westside, once they took the lead, they haven't reversed it back. The winner of this game is going to get the Blytheville Chickasaws tomorrow in the second game, while whoever gets defeated in this game will face the Wolves of Jacksonville Lighthouse at noon tomorrow. Remember, there's been a change in the schedule. We'll go live here on Tubetown at 12 noon tomorrow.
So inbound goes to the Warriors with 40 seconds remaining here in the first. Phelps wants to try to speed it up a little bit, leaves it with Riley Felkins. Felkins now at the top of the key trying to work off a screen. He'll find Sheffield, they double team him. And now with 25 seconds remaining, Westside may just want to hold for the last shot of the first quarter. And that's what I think they're going to do, Wes.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, I'm looking right here. Look how wide that zone is by the Southerners. You got time to dribble and drive just like that right there. Right when I said it, Schwartz couldn't get it to go in, but that was the move I was looking for.
That was a pretty drive, just could not finish it. Now 3 seconds remaining for the Southerners. Satowski, no time remaining, and kind of getting some chiding from some of his teammates right there for not being aware of the clock, but nonetheless, the first 8 minutes in the book. And we are headed to the second quarter between Jonesboro Westside, Batesville Southside. 17-11 is your score here on Tubetown.
Kick off the holiday season on Tubetown. Hubbard and Hope Furniture present live coverage of the 2017 Greater Blytheville Area Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade. Tune in December 7th at 6:30 p.m. and watch the parade live on Tubetown Channel 21 or on the Tubetown Facebook page. Don't miss the exclusive coverage of the 2017 Greater Blytheville Area Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade presented by Hubbard and Hope Furniture and sponsored in part by these local businesses.
Andy Manus, West Cisco, back here with you on the campus of Jonesboro High School. Second game tonight in our coverage of this tournament.
The 33rd annual Barry Pruitt Hurricane Classic.
That's right, and they actually kind of refinished the court here for this tournament and did a little dedicating of that. So now it's Don Riggs Hurricane Gym, and you've got Barry Pruitt Court. So very cool here again on the campus of Jonesboro High School. Second quarter action between Jonesboro Westside and Batesville Southside, 17-11 as we start the second quarter. Riley Felkins, there's a long alley-oop opportunity missed by Feltz. It'll go out of bounds though, last touch. The referee says last touch by Batesville Southside, but sure looked like it went off of a gray body there.
Actually, well, he said off of Westside. I didn't see. One of the Southerner players said it actually hit a Warrior on top of the head. And I'll be honest, I didn't see it, Andy.
Southside with it in the front court on the far sideline. Kobe Rich into the game for the Southerners. He's wearing number 5, dancing around that right elbow right now. Brogdon with it at the top of the key, though. Three-point shot on the way from Patterson, and Patterson knocked that one down as well. I believe that's number 3 on the night for him.
It is. You cannot leave Patterson wide open like that from behind the arc.
So now Cullen Felkins with it over to Feltz. A dish off down low to Riley Felkins, and he can't hit the easy layup. Had that one wide open in front of the basket with a great cut and a great feed from Feltz, and just couldn't hit the easy.
Yeah, and you've got to hit that one. I mean, that one is a give me.
That three-pointer by Patterson just a moment ago didn't even move the net, and that's what you want when you shoot a three-point. 17-14.
Mihilacek checks back in for the Southerners. He's already got 2 fouls. He's going to have to be careful here with 6:40 left to go in the half, not to pick up a third foul.
Miletich got that long body down there in the paint wearing number 33. There's Cullen Felkins on the left elbow. Little hesitation, little move inside, and he'll hit it just outside of the paint. Beautiful shot there from Cullen Felkins.
Good job of patience there by Felkins to get it, like you said, just a step inside the arch there to get the deuce.
Three-point shot from Kobe Rich. Off the mark, Cullen Felkins comes down with it, gets it over to Riley. Riley looking ahead, had Filtz sprinting up the court. He's going to take it himself, leans against the defender, and I think he'll go to the free throw line as well.
Yeah, that foul's going to be on Rich.
So watch, he was eyeing Feltz up the floor the whole way there, and then just decides, hey, we'll take it one-on-one, and nice body control there by Riley Felkins. He'll hit his free throw as well. 7 points now in the ball game for the senior. Second one on the way. That one will drop 2. 3 for 3 at the charity stripe so far through the first 10 minutes of tonight's ball game. And the lead is back up to 7 for Coach Whitmire and the Warriors. Satowski with a hesitation, feeds it off at the top of the free throw line, and now a dish around the key. Three-pointer from Patterson, and Patterson cannot miss from behind that three-point line. His 4th three-pointer here in the first half.
Again, like we said a couple of possessions ago, you've got to step out. You cannot leave him wide open like the Warriors have in this first half.
I don't know if they're setting screens for him and he's just getting loose, but here's a three-pointer from Sheffield. Can't answer. And
Southerner ball.
Yeah, it'll stay a 4-point ball game. 5:24 left to play. Brogdon will check back in for Southside. Checking in tonight for Coach Whitmire and the Warriors, Jordan Rockers for the first time tonight. Rockers wearing 23. Southerners with it in the front court. Holyfield at the top of the key. Rich with a nice feed down low.
Lane violation.
Called that one on Tom Milicic.
That's the 5th Southerner turnover.
And Wes, give a referee's explanation there to our friends at home. What a lane violation is.
Lane violation, you know, you always hear the 3 seconds. A lot of times the official will not call it until, if you've been just standing there until you get the ball, then they're going to whistle it right quick because then you gain an advantage. They're going to try to talk you out of it as much as they can. But if you don't listen to them, they're going to call it.
Yeah, not a foul they call often at the high school level, but as you mentioned,
it's a violation.
Referred to as 3 in the key.
Yeah.
You know. Shot off the mark for the Warriors. Nice job by Cullen Felkins with the hustle, chasing down that rebound. Now Riley Felkins, top of the key.
He's got it back again.
Got his own board, and the putback will fall.
And Coach McGee for the Southerners is not happy.
Well, you get 2 opportunities for a rebound and let the offense come down with both of them. There's a pass inside, and a little turnaround shot from Milicic will be swatted, and I think he'll head to the free throw line now. Fouled by one of the Warriors.
That's going to be on Jordan Rockers. And that was a great job of not putting the ball on the floor. Once he got the ball, he turned around, had it up above everybody, and then drew the foul. That's a good job by him, by Milicic there, to not to use his size advantage, I should say.
Well, favor goes to the Warriors there because he had to earn them the hard way and only gets one of them. So a win-win there for Westside. Deficit down to 5 now for Southside. 23-18 is your score. Under 4 left to play here in the first half. Phelps looking for a screen, got one, and then they call a moving screen.
We'll have a push foul. And I think that's going to be, that's going to be on Jordan Rockers also. That's going to be his second foul. It's a team control foul inside the paint there.
And getting ready to check back in will be Dylan Schwartz.
Go inside.
Spin move at the top of the key. There's a deep three-point attempt from Patterson. Are you kidding me right now? Grant Patterson with his 5th three-pointer here in the just the second quarter.
And the Warriors were on him that time. Like you said, that was deep. He got away with a walk there. Cullen Felkins did.
Rockers with a hot feed over to Riley Felkins, and Felkins with the body control once again will go to the free throw line. He just somehow finds a way to hang in the air for an extra half second.
Look there. He is beyond the NBA mark there for that
shot that with confidence as well.
Yeah.
So Felkins now 3rd trip to the free throw line. Gave him the broadcaster's jinx as he was 3 for 3, now 3 for 4. With 8 points here in the ballgame. 10 points rather here in the ballgame. Just a 2-point lead now for the Warriors over Southside.
And Kobe Rich picked up his 2nd personal foul on that blocking foul down there.
Felkins drops in a 2nd free throw, so now double digits, 11 points here in the game for him. Back to a 3-point lead for Westside.
The Warriors will be in a bonus situation for the rest of this half. Oh, there's going to be a foul there. They're wanting Warriors are wanting to walk, but the official said no.
I don't think there's any question that he traveled there, but the foul.
The foul was. I mean, his left hand was all on the bottom of his back, and he did push him.
Yeah.
Before the steps occurred.
I'll certainly agree with that. I think the foul might have caused the walk. Here's Patterson again, the top of the key. That one will rim in and out, and I think it's the first one he's missed tonight.
2nd.
Rebound goes to Brogdon. Brogdon on the baseline. Put back, can't finish, but he will go to the free throw line. Nice hustle play there from Alex Brogdon.
Gage Sheffield just picked up his second personal foul.
On the floor for the Warriors, it's Sheffield, both Felkins, Feltz, and Schwartz.
Alex Brogdon at the line for Southside.
Brogdon, Milicic, Rich, alongside Patterson and Sitowski on the floor for Coach McGee and the Southerners. And now, just
Brogdon
a one-point
hit both free
affair. Now Milicic.
There's going to be a hand check foul there on Sikowski, and that's going to put the Warriors on the free throw line. And that's going to put Avery Feltz on the free throw line, who's 2 for 2 for the night.
To the line for Westside for a one-on-one. Avery Feltz.
Well, Feltz with 5 points so far. Can't hit the front end.
And I give the broadcasters jinx that time.
That's right. Pushing it ahead. The Feltz comes up with a steal. Kick it out over to Sheffield. Now Felkins at the top of the key. Batesville's kind of switched to a one-on-one defense here.
Looks more kind of like a matchup zone than a man-to-man. That ball was tipped, so he gets to dribble again. Nice patience shown by the Warriors in this possession.
Yeah, they are not rushing anything here with 2:10 left to play here in the second quarter. And they can't afford to up by one, but now they're going to get a push away from the ball called on the Warriors. It'll go against Dylan Schwartz. That's number 2 on him, I believe, and gives the ball back to the Southerners, trailing by 1.
And it was a illegal screen. He said he put his arms up and pushed out with them on the screen.
Rich will give it back to Sitowski. He'll bring it up the floor, trailing by 1, 2 minutes remaining. Southside trail by as many as 7 here in this quarter. Trailed by 6 after the first. Feed inside to Rich. There's a drive.
Nice hands by Phelps. Didn't get the turnover, but interrupted the offensive rhythm there of the Southerners.
Yeah, fed it into the high post there for Marshall Wyatt. He had a few feet of space around him there to begin with. Patterson guarded by Feltz. Feltz draped all over him like a curtain. There's the double team. Quick feed around to Rich. Shot from Wyatt off the hesitation, and Wyatt will drop that one in off the glass. His first points of the night, and a great move down low.
Yeah, great move.
In traffic with the taller bodies around him, and now Southside rather takes their first lead since they opened up the ball game 3-0. 3-point shot from Felkins, off the mark. Good box out that time by Southside, and actually, I think are they going to call Southside for that? Did they get Dylan? No, they got Dylan Schwartz with number 3.
Schwartz with number 3.
You see in there, right there, 15's got Brogdon hooked underneath the arms there, full Nelson style. Didn't quite put him in a headlock, but it will send Brogdon to the free throw line. He is 2 for 2.
Back into the ball game for Southside, number 12.
So Rich is going to check out of the ball game. Checking back in will be Matthew Holyfield. Again, 1:08 left to play here in the second quarter. Can't hit the front end of it. So Brogdon now 2 for 3 from the free throw line. And a minute even remains here in the second quarter. Feltz on the right elbow, and are they going to call that on Southside or Westside? It looks like they're pointing at Riley Felkins there. A little bit of kind of
he called it on number 12, Matthew Holyfield of the Southerners.
I think it's a pretty good job there by Felkins. He might have sold that one just a tad. Either way, that'll put Felkins at the free throw line. So Holyfield, that's number 2 on Holyfield, and now a couple of players in, not necessarily in foul trouble, but might have to watch themselves still with a lot of time left in the ball game as Felkins sinks the front end of it.
And Coach McGee was asking for an explanation there because he thought the foul should have went on Felkins. And to be honest with you, it probably could have been a double foul.
Could have gone either way there as both players were kind of jockeying for position.
And Felkins just got away with one right there. Nice strip that time, though.
Almost chased it down. Westside with the hustle plays here today. Nearly with another turnover. There's Patterson, three-pointer from Holyfield. Off the mark. Felkins comes down with a rebound. He sprints ahead but falls down. Lost it. It winds up in the hands of a Southerner. Now Patterson with it on the left elbow. 28 seconds remain, and it looks like Coach McGee has gotten a hold of things and has told his team to settle down a little bit and let's run out this clock.
Yeah, even if they missed a shot, they're only down one going into the break.
Patterson was looking to get a screen there from Brogdon, but he told him to clear off, and now Sitowski takes it on the far sideline. 8 seconds left. Patterson near the timeline, backing against Phelps, looking for a screen.
There's going to be a foul.
Felkins with a hard foul there. Thought he was going to go in and just swat it right out of the hands of Patterson, but instead he'll send him to the free throw line with 3.2 seconds remaining. Pretty hard foul there by Riley Felkins, but nothing. Yeah. I think he was just trying to be aggressive and go for the ball.
He got away with a couple earlier by not being as aggressive, so he thought, well, let me see what I can get away with here, and he got called for the foul.
So Patterson's first trip to the free throw line, but he has been absolutely outstanding so far tonight. Now 16 points here in the ball game for him.
He's shooting 71% from behind the three-point line right now. He hadn't even attempted a two-point shot.
2 seconds left, 1 second left. Southside got the ball back. Three-pointer will not go in. Thought that one might have had a chance on the second bounce there, but either way, as promised, Wes, you talked about it in the pregame segment. This was going to be a good game between Jonesboro Westside, Batesville Southside, and now the two teams headed to the locker room tied up at 26.
We didn't accomplish a thing in 60 minutes of play, Andy.
Well, either way, both teams headed to the locker room. We're back with some halftime stats for you right after this on Tubetown.
For your smartphones, tablets, phablets. For the browsers you carry in your trousers. Wowzers! For your big screens and small screens, short screens and tall screens, get speed that screams. From the top of your desk to the palm of your hand, it's the fastest internet speed in the land.
There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. If you're not getting your internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Ritter Communications. Right by you.
Kick off the holiday season on Tubetown. Hubbard and Hope Furniture present live coverage of the 2017 Greater Blytheville Area Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade. Tune in December 7th at 6:30 p.m. and watch the parade live on Tubetown Channel 21 or on the Tubetown Facebook page. Don't miss the exclusive coverage of the 2017 Greater Blytheville Area Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade presented by Hubbard and Hope Furniture and sponsored in part by these local businesses.
With so many great mega services available from Ritter Communications, it's hard to pick just one. Save a bundle with bundled services. Talk as much as you want, when you want, with unlimited long distance. Get the speed you need with up to 15, 30, 50, and even 100 megabits per second internet. Enjoy online bill pay and protect all your online data and devices with Tech Home and Guardware. With so many choices, options, and savings from Ritter, all you can say is, wow! Mega services, mega savings. That's Mega Ritter.
Come out and see the largest lighting display in the Mid-South at Lights of the Delta. Over 6 million lights and 48 major motion displays span a 40-acre drive-through site. Lights of the Delta is open Sunday through Thursday from 5:30 until 9 p.m. and 5:30 until 10 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays through December 27th. For more information, visit our website, lightsofthedelta.com. Don't miss Lights of the Delta through December 27th.
Introducing Ritter's new whole home DVR solution, the better way to watch TV. Record up to 6 of your favorite programs at the same time. And watch them in up to 5 different rooms throughout your home. Manage your recordings, set parental controls, and more from your smartphone or tablet from the free Follow Me TV app. The best part, equipment starts at only $25 per month when added to an existing TV package. We just revolutionized the way you watch TV. Ritter Communications, right by you.
The holidays are about staying in touch with family, friends, the holiday spirit. Ritter Communications keeps you in touch with fast, reliable internet to power holiday fun on all your family's devices. Connect with newly launched speeds up to 100 meg, backed by friendly local service. This holiday season, stay in touch with a broadband upgrade from Ritter Communications. Always right by you.
Until you've seen how fast it really is, some people's reaction to Ritter's 100 megabit internet might be like, 100 mega, huh? Here's how we describe it. Mega beautiful, mega fast, mega blast, mega party, mega Ritter. There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. In a word, that means mega fun. If you're not getting your high-speed internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Only from Ritter Communications, right by you.
For your smartphones, tablets, phablets. For the browsers you carry in your trousers. Wowzers! For your big screens and small screens, short screens and tall screens, get speed that screams. From the top of your desk to the palm of your hand, it's the fastest internet speed in the land.
There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. If you're not getting your internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Ritter Communications, right by you.
Kick off the holiday season on Tubetown. Hubbard and Hope Furniture present live coverage of the 2017 Greater Blytheville Area Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade. Tune in December 7th at 6:30 p.m. and watch the parade live on Tubetown Channel 21 or on the Tubetown Facebook page. Don't miss the exclusive coverage of the 2017 Greater Blytheville Area Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade presented by Hubbard and Hope Furniture and sponsored in part by these local businesses.
With so many great mega services available from Ritter Communications, it's hard to pick just one. Save a bundle with bundled services. Talk as much as you want, when you want, with unlimited long distance. Get the speed you need with up to 15, 30, 50, and even 100 megabits per second internet. Enjoy online bill pay and protect all your online data and devices with Tech Home and Guardware. With so many choices, options, and savings from Ritter, all you can say is, wow! Mega services, mega savings. That's Mega Ritter.
Come out and see the largest lighting display in the Mid-South at Lights of the Delta. Over 6 million lights and 48 major motion displays span a 40-acre drive-through site. Lights of the Delta is open Sunday through Thursday from 5:30 until 9 p.m. and 5:30 until 10 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays through December 27th. For more information, visit our website, lightsofthedelta.com. Don't miss Lights of the Delta through December 27th.
Introducing Ritter's new whole home DVR solution, the better way to watch TV. Record up to 6 of your favorite programs at the same time and watch them in up to 5 different rooms throughout your home. Manage your recordings, set parental controls, and more from your smartphone or tablet from the free Follow Me TV app. The best part, equipment starts at only $25 per month when added to an existing TV package. We just revolutionized the way you watch TV. Ritter Communications, right by you.
The holidays are about staying in touch with family, friends, the holiday spirit. Ritter Communications keeps you in touch with fast, reliable internet to power holiday fun on all your family's devices. Connect with newly launched speeds up to 100 meg, backed by friendly local service. This holiday season, stay in touch with a broadband upgrade from Ritter Communications. Always right by you.
Welcome back to Don Riggs Hurricane Gym here at Barry Pruitt Court. Andy Maness and West Cisco bringing you the second game in our weekend coverage of this Barry Pruitt Hurricane Classic. And as you can see there, tight game between the Westside Warriors of Jonesboro and the Batesville Southside Southerners. Tied after the first 2 quarters at 26. Very even game so far, Wes, as you take a look at the field goal percentage from both teams. The Southerners shooting an even 50%. Westside at 33%, but without a doubt leads the way in hustle points.
Yeah, exactly, in hustle points. And And you look even deeper in there, they're shooting 80%, like you see it on the screen there, for free throws. So, you know, when you go line 10 times and hit 8, that is the hustle right there.
And obviously both teams got into a little bit of foul trouble there in the first half. West had a couple of starters from both squads pick up quite a few. You look at Dylan Schwartz, he's got 3 personal on him for the first half. And then you had Jordan Rockers coming in off of the bench for the Warriors. He picked up 2 along the way.
And for the Southerners, the big Tom Milicic, the big 6'10 guy, picked up 2 early. He didn't pick up his 3rd one, but he's only got 1 point in the game.
Well, should be really fun to see how this game develops. Of course, just the second game in our coverage of the Barry Pruitt Hurricane Classic. Let's take a look at some of the other games that we're going to be having this weekend.
Coming up next, we've got the homestanding Jonesboro Hurricane taking on the Zebras of Pine Bluff. And in the nightcap, the Charging Wildcats versus the Wildcats, as you got North Little Rock taking on Harbor.
Man, we get to watch some really good basketball games. I'm so excited. I was excited coming here to call this tournament, and I'm even more excited now.
And I tell you, and then tomorrow night, the loser of this game gets Jacksonville Lighthouse, which has 4 ineligible players, so they really didn't look too well against Blytheville, and the winner gets the Blytheville Chickasaws.
Again, tied up at 26 between Jonesboro Westside and Batesville Southside. We're going to step aside for a 30-second timeout. When we come back, we'll bring you the 3rd quarter of action right here on Tubetown.
Introducing Ritter Home Security. Ritter takes care of protecting what's most important to you, from threats like unwelcome visitors and fire, to making your life easier by putting the control of your home at your fingertips. Use the free app to shut the garage, lock the door, turn off lights, arm the system, and more. You can even turn back the thermostat to help save money on your energy bill. Plus, get a snapshot when your kids get home. It's smart, beautiful, convenient, and ready for your busy life. Ritter Home Security.
Andy Maness and West Cisco welcome you back to the Barry Pruitt Hurricane Classic here at Barry Pruitt Court in Don Riggs Hurricane Gym. Quite a mouthful, but a beautiful place to watch a basketball game, especially now that they've got this court kind of refinished. They've added the kind of old wood look to it, and it just it looks beautiful, Wes.
Yeah, they got the new flooring down. I've heard they put some new lighting in to make it a little brighter. And actually, this is my first time actually in this gym, Andy. I was telling Bud that during the first game. So I was real excited to get here tonight.
Second game of our coverage here on this Friday evening. Again, 2 more games tonight. Got 4 tomorrow. Westside and Southside in action here in the 3rd quarter. All knotted up at 26, and the Southerners come out of the timeout with the basketball. Quick 3-point attempt off the mark. The rebound will go to the Warriors. Phelps will bring it up the floor. Avery Phelps sidesteps the defender, lays it off the glass with his right hand, and 7 points now here in the ball game for him. Westside back on top by 2. Had 7 lead changes. That was the 7th here tonight. Had 4 tie ball games other than when we were tied 0-0 to start this one, as that one goes out of bounds off the foot of Riley Felkins. On the floor for the Westside Warrior, Avery Phelps, Riley Felkins, Dylan Schwartz, Gage Sheffield, and Cullen Felkins. On the floor for the Southerners, Matthew Holyfield, Grant Patterson, Will Satowski, Alex Brogdon, and Tom Milicic. All 5 starters out on the floor for both Coach Mark Whitmire and Coach McGee. Feed down low, head fake, dish it back out to Holyfield. Westside fans want to travel. There's a feed into the high post, a spin. Shot's no good from Brogdon, but Milicic is there to get the rebound, and a great putback from the right side of the low post. And we had a quick
turnover there. I believe he stepped, as we see.
There's that putback by Milicic.
Yeah.
Just muscled the defender and got it over Sheffield there. And then just missed what happened there on the inbound.
I think it was a stepping over the line. I didn't quite see it, but being right there, that is normally the call.
Here's Satowski, deep 3-point shot from the left elbow, and that's his 2nd of the night now. He's got 6 points.
And the Southerners take the lead again.
So again, a back and forth affair between these two squads. Our 8th lead change of the night with 6:20 left to play in the third. Sheffield from the right elbow. Well, Felkins wants to get a screen there from Feltz.
It looks like if the Warriors have to play someone that's going to be bigger than them besides just one player, they may have some trouble because they are not taking it inside at all.
Feltz with a pull-up three, can't hit. Rebound goes to the Southerners. Satowski had his pocket picked by Feltz. Now here's Sheffield. No, Schwartz rather. Schwartz finishes strong at the basket, right in the face of the defender for his first bucket of the night.
And we're going to have a foul on Avery Feltz.
A little disgruntled about that. But watch as he goes right up in the face of Satowski and Patterson. Patterson's got some ups.
Yeah.
He went up right up with Schwartz, who's a little bit taller than him. And
I wished I had his size. It's not in our program.
Now just a 1-point deficit for the Warriors. Have not been on this side very many times here in the ball game, although there have been, 8 lead changes. There's a tipped pass as Feltz kind of riding the defender there.
And there was nothing that either one could do. Feltz come out, but he's getting in his face, and it's a good job by the official to calm him down because that was nobody's fault on that one. And if you watch the hustle play right here on the play, and the kid, he's just trying to protect himself, and Feltz thinks he ran under him, and he didn't. And for him to bow up like that, he better watch out.
Good way to get a technical, especially right after a foul. There's a step-back three from Grant Patterson, and that is as pretty as you will ever see at the high school level.
I'll tell you what, 6 for 9, and he would have just been 6 for 8 if he didn't try that desperation three at the end of the half.
There's Felkins, drives, picks up his dribble, now Feltz with it. This could be a nice little battle that we have developing here in the second half. Pull-up shot from Feltz, rims in and out.
Feltz wanted to try to get Holyfield after that little scuffle they had. Holyfield didn't fall for it, and it caused a bad shot by Feltz.
There's Holyfield driving baseline, trying to go through the trees, and has it knocked out of his hands. Westside comes up with it. Here's Feltz weaving into traffic. 1-on-3, no foul call. He wanted one. He's looking at the referee, and he told him, hey, he had me by the wrist. He was kind of getting at the referee the whole way up the floor there.
I'm telling you, he better be careful.
Wasn't too animated afterwards, but still, you can't go questioning the men in stripes like that. 3-point shot on the way in the corner, no good from Holyfield. And Westside comes up with the board. Here's Felkins bringing it in the front court. He's going to drive baseline, goes under. Nice shot by Riley Felkins.
Good job by Felkins here. Good body control by Felkins.
And we've seen that out of him all night tonight. We've seen him pick up several fouls. He's gone to the free throw line 4 times. And again, it just seems like he finds a way to contort his body just in the perfect ways. And there's a turnover right underneath the bucket. Going the other way for the Warriors. And Brogdon will poke that one out of bounds as the Warriors try to move it up the floor. Westside trailing by 2 with 3:43 left to play. And we're going to get a timeout on the floor from Coach McGee and the Southerners. Look at that body control, that nice up and under there from Riley Felkins. And with a 30-second timeout, we'll just keep it right here. Again, the Westside Warriors trailing by 2. Southside coming out of the locker room pretty hot.
And it's a good job by Coach McGee to call this timeout because he knows things are getting a little chippy right now. And his team is kind of bringing it out to Westside. Westside's got to learn to control their temper right here because if not, they will foul, as we've seen with Feltz. Picking up that foul earlier. He's only got 1, but it was a cheap one.
It'll be Felkins, Feltz, Sheffield, and Schwartz out on the floor for the Warriors. Kobe Rich is into the game for the Southerners, alongside Broxton, Satowski, Patterson, and Milicic. 3:30 left to play here in the third quarter. Tight ball game between Westside and Southside. Just a 2-point affair. Again, if you're just joining us, 8 lead changes so far. Oh, Feltz thought about the 3, dishes it over to Felkins. He takes the shot off the mark, and Tall 6'9" body of Milicic comes up with it. Working in the high post for Brogdon. Brogdon might have got away with a travel there.
He did,
runs right into Felkins, and they're going to get Cullen Felkins with a block.
I'd have to look that one over again.
Well, let's take a look at it.
Because let me look right here.
Okay, yeah, he was moving.
He was moving back. He was moving backwards, and that's why he got the blocking foul. If he would have stayed still right there and taken it, he would have got. There's another foul.
On Felkins.
And that Felkins on that foul right there is frustration of getting the blocking foul 2 seconds ago.
Well, I don't know. He's going up, and he got a pretty good look at the ball. Just couldn't quite get up as high as Alex Brogdon. Got a few more inches to make up there height-wise. And Cullen Felkins will check out of the ball game. Checking in is going to be Kessler Mack, seeing his first action of the night.
Milicic's going to have to work on his free throws. He's 2 for 4 now after making the second one there, but the first one he missed pretty bad.
Goes back to a 3-point ball game in favor of Batesville Southside. 35-32, under 2:45 left to play in the third. Felkins working to the left off a screen. 3-point shot from Sheffield. High rebound will go to the Southerners.
And he knows the Southerners are slowing it down. They're
They
going
are.
to try to play their pace instead of the Warriors' pace now. They're going to try to make the Warriors come out and play to their game.
Well, deep 3-point shot there from Brogdon's off the mark.
That was not a good shot by Brogdon at all.
Well, now 2-on-3. Feltz can't hit the acrobatic layup. And now the feed ahead to Satowski. 2-on-4. Satowski with a high dribble there gets called for it. And I think he knew it as soon as he
knew it.
As soon as he put his hand back on top of the ball.
Coach McGee's like, it's okay. That was a hustle. That was a hustle turnover. He can handle that.
2:03. Feltz near the timeline working against Satowski. Looking for a screen now to the left.
But that is the 10th turnover by the Southerners tonight.
They got the switch they wanted. Felkins now drives. Underhanded shot off the high glass. No good. Great look there from Riley Felkins. I don't know how he finds these angles to
great look,
throw these shots up.
But like you said, with the underhand there, a little too fancy. Probably not the best of shots.
Got to do what you can when you're in there with Brogdon and Milicic. And there you see Brogdon to Milicic. And he just turned around and laid that one in.
And
5 points in the quarter for him, 6 in the ball game.
That's what the Southerners have to keep doing right there, because the Warriors do not have anybody the size of Milicic.
Screen off the left. Patterson might have got away with a little shove there on the screen.
Oh, that could have been both on Mack and on Patterson.
Things are getting a little chippy here for Patterson in 20. Wearing number 20, I should say, down there.
And he just picked up a foul. Milicic checks out for Marshall Wyatt, checking in for the Southerners.
So number 20 in gray comes up with a steal and bounces it off of a Warrior's face, and it'll be in favor of the Southerners. And Dylan Schwartz didn't like that too much, and he's got a little something to say now. That was take a look at this hustle play.
That's just a hustle play. He was just trying to bounce it off of whatever he could. That's just a hustle play there by the Southerners.
Disrespectful, Wes. Under a minute left to play now. Southerners with a 5-point lead. 37-32. Patterson near the timeline. Waiting on Mack to come and guard him. He's almost daring Mack to come out and get him.
And it's not really a man-to-man, but it looks like the Mack-Patterson matchup is going to stay, because he's got him right there. He's not really face guarding him, but he's got him right there. He's not letting him have his sight.
20 seconds remain here in the third quarter. Southside looks like they're just going to hold for this last shot. They get it over to Patterson. Patterson now double teamed by Felkins. Get a little hip check foul there on Riley Felkins.
And that's going to be his second. With 13 seconds exactly left to go in the quarter.
Fourth team foul on Westside here in the second half, so still a couple to go before we go to the free throw line. But now 12 seconds remain here in the third quarter. Patterson going to be double teamed when he crosses the timeline, and another quick foul. They're going to get Kessler Mack on that one. And that'll be team foul number 5. 5 seconds remain here in the third quarter.
You can kind of understand that if it was the fourth quarter, but, I mean, why go ahead and foul him right now?
Trying to inbound it. They get it out to Holyfield, now to Patterson. Patterson hesitates, deep three, off the front iron, and they wanted him to take the last shot. He got a decent look at it, but couldn't drop it in. However, the Southerners making the trip down from Batesville lead this one by 5, 37-32 over the Westside Warriors. We're back with the fourth quarter right after this.
Come out and see the largest lighting display in the Mid-South at Lights of the Delta. Over 6 million lights and 48 major motion displays span a 40-acre drive-through site. Lights of the Delta is open Sunday through Thursday from 5:30 until 9 p.m. and 5:30 until 10 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays through December 27th. For more information, visit our website, lightsofthedelta.com. Don't miss Lights of the Delta through December 27th.
Andy Maness and West Cisco welcome you back to the fourth quarter between Jonesboro Westside and Batesville Southside. 37-32, the Southerners lead the Warriors here in our second game of the Barry Pruitt Hurricane Classic. Covering all the games this weekend. 4 games today, 4 games tomorrow. And again, game number 2 right now. And it has been a fun one to be a part of. Southside has been dropping bombs from beyond the three-point line all night long. And coming out of this third quarter, West, things are starting to get a little bit chippy between these two teams.
A little bit chippy, and something's going to have to give. Either we're going to have something come of it, or the officials are going to start calling it really tight.
2 players to keep an eye on, one for Westside and one for Batesville Southside. Right now, the man with the basketball, Avery Feltz. Things getting a little bit chippy with him. And number 20 for Batesville Southside, Grant Patterson. There's a three-point attempt by Riley Felkins, and he'll drop that one in for his 18th point of the night.
We're back down to a 2-point lead.
We've had 9 lead changes here in the ball game. Southside has held the lead for much of the second half.
Westside faithful 1 steps, but that was a good job there by Wyatt to keep his right foot down. And we got a timeout by Southside, and this is going to have to be a full timeout as they're out of 30s.
That's right, so we're going to take a full timeout with them. 37-35 is your score. Lead trimmed down to just 2 for the Southerners, going against the Warriors here in the Barry Pruitt Hurricane Classic.
High-speed internet for every grown-up, grandparent, kid, teen, and in between. Ritter's got it. Every JPEG, MPEG, and GIF for the working mom or the working stiff, loaded in a GIF. Whether you're a blogger, gamer, or pixel tamer, don't be a slow-speed blamer. Don't waste your time waiting to load that page. Get Ritter high-speed internet. It's all the rage.
There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. Only from Ritter Communications, right by you.
West Cisco back here with you. Check out this three-pointer from Riley Felkins just a moment ago to make it a 2-point ball game. And then Southside just barely avoiding a traveling call there. And then a good no call there by the officials is just hustling for the basketball. Does go out of bounds, last touch by the Warriors. So Southside gets it back.
Yeah, like you said, a good no call there. It could have been a foul, but in this kind of game, they're gonna let that go. I mean, that's why you're seeing a lot of the stuff that we said, could be chippy, quote unquote. They're letting it go because I tell you, they know that when they have a good ball game here, and
they're looking to feed it into Milicic as he's got the height advantage in the low post. Shot is blocked. Southside comes up with it, and a foul's called on Westside. Take a look at this replay as they tried to lay it in. I think it was Gage Sheffield said, no, sir.
And that's going to be the 4th foul on Schwartz.
So he'll come out. Jordan Rockers will check in. He's got 2 fouls. And on the floor for Southside, it'll be Rich, Milicic, Patterson. That looks like Wyatt, and now Holyfield out there as well. Holyfield has his pocket picked by Feltz. Feltz ahead to Felkin. Felkin sidesteps the defender, and we've got ourselves a tie ball game once again. The 6th tie ball game of the evening. Felkins now with 5 points here in the quarter. Give him 20 for the ball game.
Nice sidestep by Felkins there. That is what picked up that. And there's another steal by
Felkins comes up with it, tried to alley-oop it, swatted off the backboard.
That was not a good play after the great steal.
3-on-3, Sheffield comes up with another block. Now here's Phelps into the front court. Ball goes out of bounds, last touched by the Warriors. Great job by Kobe Rich over there. Southside playing a little bit of street ball here. They're falling out of bounds, and I don't know if he was trying to dish it over to Phelps on the other side of the lane, as you saw on the replay, and now a little bit of helter-skelter as they block it there, and eventually goes out of bounds. And now we got some Warriors here in the audience chanting defense, getting behind their somewhat home team. 3-point shot from Rich on the way, no good. Long rebound, he'll come up with it. Here's Satowski, floater, no good. Fighting for the rebound, last touch by the Southerners. Satowski thought it might have been off of Felkins, but it's going in the favor of the white and red. Tied up at 37 with 6 minutes left to play here in the ball game. This one has been close all the way. 17-11 after the first. It was knotted up 26-26. 37-32 at the end of the third in favor of Southside, and now here we are knotted up at 37. Phelps pulls up, now they working around the horn. Deep three-point shot for Felkins, and Riley Felkins has started this fourth quarter on fire. He is in fuego right now. 8 points in the fourth for him, give him 23 for the ball game. That was a deep three-pointer as Westside once again take the lead.
By the Southerners, and the wheels are starting to come off right now. As you see this three-point, I mean, he is 2 steps behind the line there.
10th lead change of the night.
3-point lead by the Warriors. They're playing inspired coming out here in this fourth quarter. And here's a 3-ball by Avery Phelps.
He's in the double digits now.
6-point lead by the Warriors.
In the matter of a couple of seconds, it has been a 6-point swing here for Westside. Double digits now for Avery Phelps. And Wes, you said it, the Warriors playing inspired now. Patterson driving, pushing against the defender. He'll get called for traveling.
And I tell you what, you don't want to call your next to last time out, but I believe Coach McGee's, if they don't score the next time down, they're going to have to get a timeout and slow this Warrior team down.
Well, if the Warriors get a basket here, this place might erupt. And the Hurricanes haven't even hit the floor yet. They might open the roof. Off the screen, Sheffield now, deep three-pointer.
Nope.
Off the mark, fighting for the rebound. Westside comes up with it. Felkins to Felkins. Off the screen. Lost it on the spin, but a reach-in.
And that's going to be on Cody Rich, his third. And now Matthew Holyfield's going to come back in.
There's the three-pointer by Phelps moments ago. Just pulled up and shot it right in the defender's face. And then here's the drive by Felkins moments ago, and right there had his pocket picked by Rich.
And we got a timeout, a full timeout called by Coach Whitmire.
We will take one with them. 4:37 left to play here in the fourth quarter, and it has been a strong start to the fourth for Coach Whitmire and the Westside Warriors.
Introducing Ritter's new whole home DVR solution, the better way to watch TV. Record up to 6 of your favorite programs at the same time. And watch them in up to 5 different rooms throughout your home. Manage your recordings, set parental controls, and more from your smartphone or tablet from the free Follow Me TV app. The best part, equipment starts at only $25 per month when added to an existing TV package. We just revolutionized the way you watch TV. Ritter Communications, right by you.
Welcome back to our coverage of the Barry Pruitt Hurricane Classic, the 33rd annual. Andy Manus and Wes Cisco here with you at Don Riggs Hurricane Gym on Barry Pruitt Court. Fourth quarter action between Jonesboro Westside and Batesville Southside, 43-37. It's been an 11-0 start to the fourth quarter for Coach Whitmire and the Warriors. Trying to make it an even bigger margin right now As once again, they have started this fourth quarter. Wes, you said it, inspired. I cannot come up with a better word to use than that right there. A deep three-point shot from Phelps. Must have been feeling it. The long rebound goes again to the Warriors.
No box out by the Southerners whatsoever. The Warriors are controlling the boards right now.
Riley Felkins with it. Cullen Felkins on the floor. Gage Sheffield, Jordan Rockers, and Avery Phelps, who's got the rock right now for Coach Whitmire.
And they're just going to, this is a good job too. If they, this is no shot clock in high school. If they want to just run the clock down, there's nothing really the Southerners can do besides foul.
Gets it over to Sheffield, back to Phelps. Now Felkins thought about the three, but he'll put it on the floor instead. Work it back near center circle, and that's what they're doing, setting the screen. Hard screen set that time.
That should have.
And a hard foul underneath the basket.
And that's going to be on Milicic, his third. But I tell you what.
Watch this screen here.
Jordan Rockers got away with an illegal screen right there because he was still moving, plus he put his elbows out.
Oh, it looked like he got underneath him too,
yeah. he got away with
one. He kind of launched upwards a little bit there. So Patterson took a trip to the deck there. Got a little help up from Avery Phelps. Good to see them kind of showing some good sportsmanship there. But again, a hard foul underneath the basket. Seems like it might have been a little bit of payback for that.
I just saw Coach Whitmire go over here to the dog pound and ask the dog pound to help his Warriors out.
Phelps.
That's going to be a tie up.
Patterson right now shaking up on the sideline. You see him sitting there holding his shoulder. He took a spill into that barrier over there on the far sideline, but you got to credit him for his hustle play. Watch how he pokes the ball out right here, and then not only does he tip it into the backcourt, but chases it down out of bounds, and hopefully he's going to be all right.
And then you probably won't see it right here, but I wanted to applaud Cullen Felkins for coming up and helping him up. You don't always do that. That's a good job by Felkins. Good sportsmanship.
Yeah, again, the second time he's been on the deck here in just the last couple of minutes alone. Still an 11-0 start to this fourth quarter for Jonesboro Westside. 3:29 left to play here in the fourth. Perspiration's mopped up, and we're ready to go. Inbound goes to Patterson, now to Sitowski.
And you don't see the diamond and one on Patterson right now for the Warriors. That's what you saw at the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, Patterson with it on the right elbow. We've seen him shoot it from that deep. Now they come and kind of double team him a little bit.
Hand check foul. And that's going to be on Cullen Felkins. That's going to be his third. And that's going to put Patterson up for 1-1.
Patterson has been to the free throw line once tonight. He's 1 for 2. He's got 19 points here in the ball game. And if he hits this, it'll be the first points here with about 5 minutes gone by in the fourth quarter.
And like I said earlier tonight in the first game, that's not a stopper. That's just a Band-Aid, and we're still bleeding a little bit.
Second one on the way. Good. Yeah, still an 11-2 outscoring here by the Warriors in the fourth quarter alone, and it's been a good start for Coach Whitmire.
11-2 run, and the Southerners are still in it, only down 4.
They are do have one timeout remaining.
Actually, they have 2 because the last one was called by Coach Whitmire.
Wow. High lob out to Phelps, nearly tipped. Felkins sets a screen. Now he drives. Wide open on the baseline. Got away with the travel. Here's Riley Felkins, and he'll drop in another triple from way downtown. 11 points in the ballgame for him.
26 points on the night. He's shooting 50% from behind the three-point arc, Andy.
His third three-pointer of the fourth alone. Long bounce pass to Sitowski. They're kind of trying to bait Patterson being open. He shoots the three, and Sitowski drops one in.
And again, we're just give and take on the three-point shots, just like what we were in the first quarter.
That's just a 4-point ball game with about 2 minutes left. There's Cullen Felkins over to Sheffield. Nobody comes to guard him. That's Rocker, rather. And now back out to Riley Felkins near center circle.
Well, if Rockers isn't going to shoot the ball, they're not going to guard him, you see, way out there. They're just going to let him dribble.
Oh, nice move there by Felkins, shaking the defender, and he just dribbled in circles around him. Phelps left his defender, feed off to Sheffield. Sheffield goes
and one.
Milicic called for the foul. His 4th of the night. And now Sheffield headed to the line.
And Rockers.
Here's the three-pointer by Satowski moments ago. Just a little sidestep three. And here's Felkins on the drive moments ago. Just absolutely shook his man.
Rockers couldn't hit the free throw, so it's still only a 2-possession ball game. Patterson, I'm sorry, not one Patterson. That was Sikowski drove, but then it was a.
Wow, that pumped up Milicic as well. He was way pumped about that.
He's going to get the M1. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh no, you should have done that. The ball had already been given. They're gonna make him go back. They're gonna make Rockers go back and put Schwartz back at the table because the ball had already been given when the horn blew.
Yeah, you got to get your subs in before they get ready to shoot. Milicic
now he can come in.
Milicic was trying to let him know, no, you got to call a timeout for that. Milicic now with 9 points in the ball game. Makes it once again just a one-possession affair. 1:31 left to play here in the 4th quarter. Schwartz gets it to Riley Felkins. Felkins trying to avoid the double team. Gets it over to Feltz. Feltz guarded by Patterson. Goes around him into 2 gray jerseys there, and he'll go to the free throw line.
I'm not sure who he
now.
called it on. He's got a blocking foul. And that's
Marshall Wyatt picking up his 2nd. Feltz headed to the free throw line for just the 2nd time tonight. He's got 10 points, 2 for 3 from the charity stripe. Got to hit one of these to make it at least a 2-possession game, and he'll drop in the front end with 1:20 left to play. Tom Milicic back into the game, checked out momentarily. That one will get the friendly roll and fall as well. Southside pushing it ahead with Holyfield. Holyfield to Brogdon. Now they work it around to Patterson. Patterson thought about the deep 3. Back to Satowski. Feed it in the low post. Little dump off down low for Brogdon. Brogdon over Sheffield.
Timeout called by the Southerners. It's going to be a full timeout.
And now it's back to a 3-point ball game. 1:03 left to play here in the 4th quarter. And Southside trying to hang in there, but time is running out. Then Westside hold them off. We'll find out when we come back here on Tubetown.
Kick off the holiday season on Tubetown. Hubbard and Hope Furniture present live coverage of the 2017 Greater Blytheville Area Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade. Tune in December 7th at 6:30 p.m. and watch the parade live on Tubetown Channel 21 or on the Tubetown Facebook page. Don't miss the exclusive coverage of the 2017 Greater Blytheville Area Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade presented by Hubbard and Hope Furniture and sponsored in part by these local businesses.
After the game, we will have the NEA Sports Basketball Preview Show to help us get ready for tip-off of Game 3. We'll have a segment of the show between each game tonight and tomorrow. So stay tuned to Tubetown on Ritter Channel 21 or on Facebook Live.
That's right. Shout out to everybody watching us over on our Facebook Live. Make sure you like the Tubetown page. Follow the Tubetown page. That way you can get all the updates that we put out throughout the week, and you'll get to see any coverage that we do here in Northeast Arkansas. Westside trying to avoid the full court press here. Felkins into the front court. There's a turnover. It's Wyatt that comes up with it. He'll take it all the way, and he'll put it in for his 4th point of the night, and that makes it just a 1-point affair. 50-49, 43 seconds remaining. Felkins picks up his dribble, gives it over to Feltz. Now back to Felkins. Oh, he nearly picked up that pivot foot, and he'll call a timeout. Got a little stressful there. 34 seconds remaining, and with the full timeout, we'll go ahead and step aside. One of our final timeouts here of the ball game. 50-49 is your score. Westside leading Southside by 1 here on Tubetown.
Introducing Ritter Home Security. Ritter takes care of protecting what's most important to you, from threats like unwelcome visitors and fire, to making your life easier by putting the control of your home at your fingertips. Use the free app to shut the garage, lock the door, turn off lights, arm the system, and more. You can even turn back the thermostat to help save money on your energy bill. Plus, get a snapshot when your kids get home. It's smart, beautiful, convenient, and ready for your busy life. Ritter Home Security.
Andy Maness and West Cisco back here with you at Don Riggs Hurricane Gym. Barry Pruitt Court for the Barry Pruitt Hurricane Classic. 50-49 is your score between Westside and Southside. Still 2 more games on the schedule tonight. Hopefully they can follow this one. This has been close all the way. 1-point ball game with 30 seconds left. Westside coming out of the timeout with the basketball. It's Phelps over to Felkins. Ball stolen. Southside comes up with it. Sitowski to the rack. Southside leads. 10th lead change of the ball game. 51-50.
Sorry about that, Andy. Both have 1 timeout left, so there's no rush right now for either side to.
12 seconds left. Phelps with it. Gives it over to
timeout
Sheffield.
Warriors.
Westside calls their final timeout with 7.4 seconds remaining. We will just keep it right here for this timeout, as this entire ball game, we talked about it in the pregame segment, how tight this game was going to be. Watch it, this out of the timeout. Westside trying to inbound it. Southside comes up with it. Will Sitowski with 5 points here in the quarter. Give him 11 for the ball game, and none of them were more important than that one right there to give Southside the go-ahead lead.
Exactly, and you're looking right there at Coach Brad McGee telling his Southerners how to play some defense, because you know Coach Whitmire on the other bench right now is looking, is drawing up a play, because they're only down 1 with 7 seconds left. Southside does have 1 timeout left. Westside used its last one right there.
Coming out of this timeout, or before that shot, there were 9 lead changes in this ball game. Now 10 lead changes, 6 tie ball games here tonight. Unbelievable back and forth affair between Westside and Southside. It's been so much fun to watch. Out of this timeout, I'm looking for a 3-point shot from Riley Felkins or Cullen Felkins.
But you don't have to. You don't have to do a 3-point shot. Right there is the thing.
Well, Riley Felkins has got the hot hand. He's got 11 in the quarter and 26 for the game.
The only thing is, you want a high percentage shot. I'm going to try to drive and make them foul me.
Here's Phelps. He drives underneath the basket, lost it, but a foul called on Southside. 2.9 seconds remaining. Foul's going to go against Matthew Holyfield.
And that foul is on the floor, so it's going to be out of bounds underneath, because that's only the 16th foul by the Southerners.
Oh, and that was a good foul. Good foul by Holyfield.
Oh.
2.9 seconds remaining, and Coach Whitmire called a timeout.
And I think he was out. Now, unless something happened, I didn't think he had a timeout remaining.
He is livid right now. You can see he is not happy with 2.9 seconds remaining.
And the only thing is, the official he was mad at over there, he's not the one that made the call that said it was on the floor. So I don't know why he's mad at the official that's underneath the goal, because he didn't make the call.
Discussing things with his team. He's got 2.9 seconds left to put in a basket, and now your options are a little more limited than they were when you had 7.8 seconds remaining in the ball game.
And I could have swore that Coach Whitmire had already used all his complement of timeout.
So coming out on the floor for Coach McGee, it'll be Brogdon, it'll be Milicic, it'll be Sitowski, Holyfield, and Patterson, the starting 5 for the Southerners. Coming out of the huddle for Coach Whitmire, it'll be Riley Felkins, Cullen Felkins, Dylan Schwartz, Gage Sheffield, and Avery Phelps getting ready to take it out again. 2.9 seconds left. Here we go, folks. 1-point ball game.
We got a timeout.
Another timeout left. They're trying to ice them here.
Well, what it is, they wanted to see what they were lined up to do right there, Andy, and that's a good coaching move there by Coach McGee. He knew he had a timeout left. He let the Warriors set up before everything happened. He asked for the timeout before the ball was handed in. That's a good coaching move by McGee.
It is hard to believe we've got 6 more games to call this weekend, when this one has been as exciting as it has been. Coming down to the wire here in Don Riggs Hurricane Gym.
And the next game's I figure is going to be just as exciting with the Zebras and the Hurricane.
And the one following that is pretty good promise as well between North Little Rock and Springdale Harbor.
Yeah, you got the Wildcats versus the Charging Wildcats in that one.
I don't know that we've ever had a game where we've called two of the same mascots here on Tubetown. That's kind of hard to believe, but I don't think that's ever happened.
I don't remember one. Maybe our executive producer, Marcus Carlton, could put on his memory hat. I don't know, he's getting older, so I don't know if he's got it or not.
All right, here we go, folks. 2.9 seconds left. Same starting five out on the floor for both squads. 1 point game, Westside trailing. There's the inbound pass, the shot by Phelps, off the mark. He got his own board, putback's no good, and Westside will lose 51-50 in a close one to Batesville Southside.
And I didn't even hear the buzzer. I did not hear a buzzer, but the clock says 0-0. The Southside Southerners steal one away from the Westside Warriors, 51-50.
Ooh, and Southside is a little lucky that they didn't get called for basket interference.
I was looking right there at that. Go back and replay that one again, guys. I want to, if you can, replay that one again. I want to see that one more time here we go. If we look here, Milacek, there it is. No.
Right there, though.
No, the only thing is
the ball had
already left the cylinder, and you saw his hand kind of hit the net, but not actually go up, and that's why there was no call there by the officials. And the Southerners were going to play the Blyville Chickasaws tomorrow, while the Westside Warriors are going to play Jacksonville Lighthouse at the noon game.
Unbelievable night tonight for Coach McGee and the Southside Southerners. Again, they defeat Coach Whitmire and the Westside Warriors 51-50. Grant Patterson with 21 points for the Southerners. Riley Felkins finishes with 26 for the Westside Warriors. We're going to step aside.
Don't forget, folks, coming up right now, we're going to have a preview of the NEA Sports Basketball Preview Show to help you get ready for tip of game number 3, and we'll have those segments between each game tonight and tomorrow.
That's right, and coming up next, after that segment, another great game on the schedule. It'll be the hosting team, the Jonesboro Golden Hurricane, taking on the Pine Bluff Zebras in our third game of the Barry Pruitt Hurricane Classic. We're back with more from Don Riggs Hurricane Gym and Barry Pruitt Court right after this.
With so many great mega services available from Ritter Communications, it's hard to pick just one. Save a bundle with bundled services. Talk as much as you want, when you want, with unlimited long distance. Get the speed you need with up to 15, 30, 50, and even 100